No, 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 no.
How you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
You good? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to just come over here and charade you like this, but I just came over because I thought you were very beautiful.
How do you know I'm beautiful if I have shades on?
Because your cheeks look great.
What did he say?
No, I'm just kidding. No. You have a very beautiful facial structure, you know what I'm saying? But you a turned up little thotty. Ain't no wife about it.
Boy, if you don't stop!
I've been truly humbled this week. Not once, but twice. Humbling number one was most recent. This happened, well, since Friday night. On Friday night, I went to a 90s dance night with three of my very best friends.
She belongs to the streets.
I love to dance, and I loved to dance in the 90s. This was my era, so you can only imagine how excited I was. And I, potentially fueled by nostalgic excitement and whiskey, I danced the night away. I jumped, I shuffled, I hopped, I slut dropped all night. And I've barely been able to move since.
Just like a woman.
Now, I work pretty hard at the gym, and I don't think there has been a single workout I've done that has had quite this negative effect on my legs. What is really depressing is that in the actual 90s, I would do this 2 nights in a row, and I would do it in heels. In the actual 90s, my diet was terrible. I used to smoke. I would drink way more regularly than now, and I took no other form of exercise apart from when I went out clubbing on a weekend. I can tell you now, I never, the morning after, had to get out of bed by rolling in the fetal position off the side of the mattress and use the mattress as support to actually stand up. Now, I don't exactly know what I expected when I took my 45-year-old body and made it do 20-year-old things. But I am truly humbled.
The wall is undefeated.
Let's talk. Black men. Black men, I want to talk to y'all for a second. Listen.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
What's the most money you've made in a single day?
A single day, I made $9,000.
All right. Said that with your chest.
I sold my eggs.
The chicken ones?
Not the same thing.
Which are worth more, especially nowadays with inflation?
I would say eggs. I mean, 18 they got from me and it was $9,000, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do they scrambling them or frying them?
They freeze them.
Damn.
Single men, why are you don't pursue anymore? What's up?
We do not care.
If you love someone, you love them no matter what. So, like, yeah, it's okay.
Wait, hold on.
Yes.
Repeat that last part.
If you love someone, you love them no matter what.
Are you talking about unconditional love?
Yes.
You believe there's unconditional love?
Yeah.
Are you out of your goddamn mind?
Have you ever had that love for anybody?
Yeah, I think that I have.
Cap.
A romantic partner?
Yeah.
Did you break up with him, or did he break up with you?
I broke up with him.
Well, it must have been conditional. You fell out of unconditional love? How does that work?
We didn't talk, so I feel like that doesn't really...
So there were conditions to your love. Communication. Talking.
I guess, yeah.
Unconditional love. That's what we're talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you have unconditional love for someone, there's nothing he could do to f that up.
Okay. I guess you're right.
Gotcha, bitch.
Nice guy and a good man. Nice guys will play the part because they're expecting something in return. Nice guys will do favors for women with the expectation of sex as a return favor. Good men will do favors because out of the goodness of their heart for the goodness of humanity and without expecting something in return.
This is some bullshit.
How's your day going? Because mine's just great. Basically, we just had a delivery at the door, and so I went and got it. And also the delivery man said, I hope you don't mind, but your next door neighbour's not in. Would you mind taking next doors? And I said, no problem, that's absolutely fine. A matter of minutes later, my next door neighbour comes and knocks on the door. They're usually very chatty, very nice, but today it was almost verging on rude, and I thought, what have I done? They just grabbed the package and went. Then I walked back in the house and I realised that my tit was hanging out. My tit was out. I'd been feeding the baby, my tit was out. Then I phoned my husband at work. I thought, oh my God, babe, I'm mortified. He said, you answered the door with your tit out, didn't you? I was like, how did you know that? He said, well, I've just got the delivery note from DPD, and in the top corner of the photo, your tit is hanging out. I hope you're well fed. I hope I hope you enjoyed your meal.
Shout out to all the good wives out there. We love you and appreciate you. So let's have a recap of women's standard in the 60s. At least they were virgins, so we can give them a pass for the high standard.
Well, I like a man to be bigger than me and to have a strong character. Somebody who has a stronger character than I have.
Does he have to be a man with great big muscles and
No.
great big thighs and legs?
No, I don't like a man who's too preoccupied with his own masculinity.
What about skinny fellas?
Skinny fellas are okay, depending on their character.
Well, I'm very attracted to men who are able to sing and play music, interested in music and singing.
Do they have to be physically big men?
Oh, no, not necessarily. No, I like the people who are slim and trim.
What do you look for in a man when you want to find him attractive?
Well, I like a well-proportioned man, around 6 foot in height, and not too lean and not too fat.
Does he have to be a fellow with a lot of muscle?
Oh no, I find those muscular men rather revolting to look at. You know, these fellows all muscles, no.
What do you look for then in a man?
Well, Carl, I don't go out with a specific idea in mind, but I do find that I think certain people are attractive, and they're usually fairly slim and athletic type people, but they're not enormous, big, sort of Apollo type specimens of humanity, which I find rather disgusting looking.
Why do you find this so?
Well, the problem if you go to an Apollo place and start doing bodybuilding and so on is that you will get overweight, or you will get so developed that you look rather like what you might expect to find in a zoo, for example.
I like him to be taller than me, not too heavy.
What about muscles?
No, muscles be inclined to put me off too much, you know? Certain amount, okay.
What physical attributes do you admire in a man?
Well, personally, I don't really go for the physical point of view at all. I would prefer personality. But I would prefer a man to be, well, anything from 5'10" to 6 foot, not very muscly, which I think most Irish men are very brawny and, you know, ugly looking, but I would prefer him to, if he had large bone structure, to be just fairly well covered.
Well, when I first see a man, first of all, I like to see what kind of personality he has. His physical attraction isn't that much to me.
But there must be some sort of physical build that you prefer to another sort of physical.
Medium height, not too fat, not too well built, not too muscly.
Well, a tall, very, very, well, broad man, I would say, appeals to me very much.
He has to be taller than you?
Yeah, oh, good bit taller.
Does he have to be athletic?
No, not really. Well, I like sort of a man's man, you know, I don't like anybody very, very vain.
Well, I don't like them too fat or muscular. I think it looks a bit vulgar and overfed. I like them thin and sort of well built, not too small. A bit like you.